Speed warning. Speed warning. Speed warning.
Hey, what's up there, legend? Hey, Earthman.
Speed warning.
Hey, it could be true. I just have some questions, that's all. Just have a couple of questions. A little observation. I mean, it could be fact. Hey, what's up there, Brother Taalik? What's happening? What's happening?
Speed warning.
As always, in the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Hey, welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me for the time being.
Speed warning.
Wherever you may find me for the time being, media, I am known as the Micah. Angel snubbed up 7. I am your soul brother number 1. Thank you everybody for joining me. I didn't know, had no idea folks was gonna come into the house as quick as you're done. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not gonna keep you here long. I just have some questions.
Speed
Hey there, twin. Alrighty then. I see somebody. Can't hardly see everybody. Is that soul something? Soul brother number 5 or something? Peace.
Speed warning.
Peace to everybody. I just have some questions. I'm probably the only person on YouTube. I would tell you, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not Mr. 1000% right. If I was Mr. 1000% right, I would have never ended up in the crazy house. So clearly, I make wrong decisions. Clearly, I make big mistakes. So I'm just curious here. Look, the question that is being raised: black depopulation.
Speed warning.
Fact or fiction? The chat room says fiction. Now, I'm bringing this up because ever since this coronavirus mania has been going on in the black conscious, blackity black, black first, RBG Nation, Comedic, Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to call them, community, all these black-minded folks, they not.
Speed warning.
See, they need to make up their mind. Because if you listen to Hebrew Israelites, many of them are saying the coronavirus is a plague by God. Because
Speed warning.
it's affecting a lot of Europeans. I believe it is Italy, Iran. Now is Iran, they're not Europeans, are they? Are Iranians nothing but Europeans that migrated from Europe? I don't know how that rolls. But it slowly but surely is affecting parts of Africa, and a lot of Negroes right here in America has contracted this virus. So, but you know, this is the thing. The Hebrew Israelites, and you have those, and I heard the brother King Noble, they said this is a virus meant to destroy white folks. This is a virus meant to destroy white supremacy and racism. Because King Noble said it's going to kill out all the elderly white races. And so I guess their children are different from their parents, and that's supposed to solve the problem. Well, look. See, the problem, King Noble, is
Speed warning.
White supremacy, racism, has been going on a pretty long time. I know for at least 500 years. A lot of generations of Caucasian people have come and gone.
Speed warning.
They live, get old, and die. So it don't make no difference whether the coronavirus kill all their elderly racist people. Don't make no difference. You can't kill white supremacy because the old folks die. If that was the case,
Speed warning.
it should have been dead a long time ago. You don't need a coronavirus. Just the fact that you live and die. That's not how it works. And the Hebrew Israelites say that it is God's plague on America. Well, Hebrew Israelite, if I was you, I wouldn't be so happy, because unless you have a lifeboat, and see, this is the thing about the Mississippi campaign. The Mississippi campaign, taking control of a state, would be your lifeboat. It would be your only tool, the only way that you have any kind of a chance when the boat begins to sink. It's your life raft. Not your God, unless your God inspire you to support the idea of a lifeboat. But no, you are wishing death on white folks, you're wishing death on races, and you are connected to them just like
Speed warning.
a baby is connected to his or her mother. If the mother is in a car accident, the baby is in a car accident. Whatever happens to that mother happens to the baby. You are a part of American society. You keep talking about Babylon. You are Babylon. You think that you're different. You are Babylon. You live here. You drink Babylonian water. You eat Babylonian food. You read Babylonian books. You use Babylonian Facebook and YouTube. You are Babylonian. So, you are just as connected
Speed warning.
to the Babylonians as they are to themselves. You are part of it. You're part of this. Hey, how you doing there, Chase? We are part of this. The baby
Speed
is
warning.
going to suffer whatever that mother suffered until that baby is removed from the womb. So, because if that mama died, the baby died. You and I are connected to Babylon, whether you like it or not, and you think that you're going to be spared. Your God, unless your God is planning to send some spaceships or do something to remove you from the environment, You're just as, whatever happens to Babylon is going to happen to you. That's why I heard that the order has been given in a lot of places that you must obey a curfew. They're making people stay in their house, whether you are a Hebrew Israelite or not. It's not your God giving you the order to stay in your house, it's Babylon. Whatever affects Babylon will affect you because you here.
Speed warning.
You can be the most peaceful person in the world, but if a fight break out and you are there, you're part of it, unless you can get out of there. And if somebody hits you in your jaw, it is natural that you want to hit them back. So you part of the brawl. You didn't start it. You there. We are here. Same thing with the followers of Louis Farrakhan. Unless Farrakhan is going to send the mother plane down and get you out of this, whatever happens to America going to happen to you unless you have taken the time to do something to separate yourself. And since you have not done that, and right now it's too late, then go ahead and get your ass whooped. And you deserve it. You deserve the consequence that you're getting. So I don't complain, and I don't care. If I die, I die. If I don't, I don't. I don't give a damn myself. The people that I belong to, the group that I belong to, are a bunch of damn fools. Silly children waiting on gods and spirits and divine messengers and whatever. The only place you going, if you lucky, is to the grave. If you're lucky. There are some situations you're not even lucky enough to be buried. Vultures and rats and other creatures eat your body when you die. If you're lucky, you go to the morgue. If you're lucky. Personally, I am not even impressed by this coronavirus. Now, when it get to the point where it's sending folks to the mass graves, now that's a whole different ball game. And if it get to that point, you think that these people are crazy now, fighting over toilet paper and stuff like that. You have not seen nothing. When it gets to the point where the funeral homes cannot handle the bodies, there's no place to put them so you can have a proper burial, you're gonna have to start putting people in mass graves. Now you are entering a whole new ball game. I hope to be dead. It's coming sooner or later. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a prophet. I'm not divine. But it has happened before.
Speed warning.
And it can happen to America. America is not void of things of this nature. It can't happen. That's the same thing that a lot of these teenage girls say. Can't happen to me.
Speed warning.
Well, what's her name, sister pregnant? Can't happen to me. It can't happen to the teenage girl. She out there doing what the pregnant girls is doing. Oh, but it can't happen to her. Then she looks silly. Mama, I'm pregnant. Daddy, I'm pregnant. So if you lucky, if you
Speed warning.
I hope that I am not around when that time comes. It is impossible
Speed warning.
for the human being, regardless of your race, how we live in, this so-called civilized way that we live in, always taking, we don't give, very destructive, very violent,
Speed
very selfish, very arrogant. So now, what make this lifestyle that we live in, you don't think it's going to go on and on and on? It's going to come to a breaking point.
warning.
We have about 5 billion people on this planet. It's going to come to a breaking point. In nature, those of you who study nature,
Speed warning.
you know that nature deals with what I call the great die-off. You hear about it all the time. Birds and
Speed
insects and rats and other creatures, you see a whole lot of them just come from out of nowhere. Damn, where all these rats and birds, where all this stuff come from? They come out, next thing you know, all of them are dead. And the reason why they die off because they use up all their resources. Now the earth is big, but the human being, you can't use all of the earth. You can't drink salt water. And even if you could, these dumbasses are putting plastic in the ocean water. You're drinking microscopic, the fish are drinking, swimming in microscopic pieces of plastic and other chemicals. They dump it in the water. They are dumping old cell phones and laptops. Your cell phone and laptop and all these things that we love and enjoy, these devices have poisons in them. Toxic poisons. And you're throwing them anywhere. And these poisons will end up in your drinking water. And in your oceans where you eat the fish and you eat the crawdads and whatever.
Speed warning.
You think that you're not going to suffer, the human being, not going to suffer for their actions? Black depopulation is going to be the least of your worries. So I just want to raise the question about this black depopulation thing. Now, for many of you, it might be a concern. For me, it's a good thing. What? How is black depopulation a good thing? I take the position that any baby who does not come into this world, you are one lucky son of a gun. You have been blessed.
Speed warning.
I was not blessed. I was supposed to have a baby sister older than me. She died at 1 year old. She was blessed. I had to stay here and be cursed and live in suffering and surrounded by death and murder and rape and racism. Stupid ass people I was born in. Spooky ass folks. Waiting on invisible gods and creatures and demons. So embarrassing. I need to get rid of all my Facebook friends. All of them a bunch of dodo birds. Stupid as hell. I'm watching the screen they have on there on the Facebook. All their dumbass posts, stupid stuff, living in delusions and fantasy. It's sickening. They argue about religion, argue about melanin and the pineal gland and all this other dumbass stuff. This comes from a dumbass, stupid people. And they know they dumb and stupid, so that's why they direct you to Kemet, Egypt and ancient Ethiopia, Timbuktu or whatever. Because they know they stupid and not accomplishing a damn thing. So in order for them to feel better about themselves, I'm related to Kemet. I'm related to ancient Egypt and the Moors and the ancient Hebrew Israelites. Because they have accomplished nothing. They're nothing. Always talk about Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and people who are dead. Because you ain't accomplishing nothing. You are alive and can't accomplish nothing. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing not to be born a so-called Negro in America. You have been blessed.
Speed warning.
There's nothing beautiful about coming into this life. So I don't understand why you so worried about depopulation. You want to live for what? To do what? To be a Negro, a slave? Keep doing the same old dumbass stuff y'all do every day? I told you. The same thing you was doing in 2019, the same dumbass stuff you're going to be doing in 2020, check the record. Go look at 2019, look at what they're doing right now, 2020, ain't skipped a beat, doing the same dumbass stuff. Still a bunch of losers, pathetic and weak.
Speed warning.
Accomplishing nothing. Accomplishing nothing. Well, at least this coronavirus give you an excuse for not doing nothing. Keep your do-nothing ass, but you're not doing nothing anyway. Keep you locked up in the house. You worried about depopulation. So the children that can come here for what? You have no land to give them.
Speed warning.
You have no wealth. You don't even have common sense to give them. You don't even have common sense to give them. You want to bring them into your delusions and your fantasy as soon as they come out the womb. It is a blessing. Black depopulation, as far as I'm concerned, is a blessing. If this is how we're going to live, if this is all you got to offer in your life, black depopulation is a blessing. It's a blessing. But this black depopulation thing has come up, and these pro-black folks can't make up their mind, because some of them say it's a plague by God. It's God's work to kill
Speed warning.
to kill Pinky. Then another group saying it's a disease directed trying to kill melanated folks, especially black people in America. They can't make up their mind. But regardless, there's still a plan to depopulate. the black man and woman, these bad old white folks, trying to kill Negroes. Now, I just have a few questions, okay? First of all, I want you to follow me. My first observation, my first question is this, okay?
Speed warning.
They say that the so-called Negro, the African Americaners, is 13% of the population of this country, a little more than 40 million.
Speed warning.
I always said 40 to 70 million. But let's just say 40 million. Okay? Now look. If there is some diabolical plan to depopulate the Negro, why would the white man let you get to 40 million plus in this country? See, it don't make any sense to me. Because if I have something, even animals, if you're talking about animal control and whatever, and you're trying to control the population or depopulate, then you do things early to stop the animal from populating. If you have roaches in your house, you don't feed them. This white man, you talk about how evil he is, he has allowed the Negro to make millions of dollars. You eat good food if you want it. Y'all eat real good. Most of us are obese, 200, 300, 400, 500 pounds. Y'all having babies out the butt. You on Facebook bragging about your grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren. Damn. If there's a plan for depopulation, how in the hell is all this possible? Why is he letting you have babies like rabbits? Now, of course, one of the first things these people would say is they would bring up Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood. Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood was an activity taken by private citizens, had nothing to do with the government. Matter of fact, Liberia, sending those slaves over to Liberia, that was privately funded, had nothing to do with the government. The government has not, and it's very clear, the government has not taken any action to cause black depopulation, and in 2020, it's 40 million plus of you running around here. What kind of depopulation is that? And if they are trying to depopulate the Negro in America, clearly they don't know what the hell they're doing. They need to go to one of those pesticide companies or whatever, exterminator company, to show them how to get rid of pests. You gonna tell me about black depopulation, and it's 40 million of you. Adolf Hitler had a plan for depopulation, and it was clear he wasn't playing. Jews did not weigh 200, 300, 400 pounds. They were starving to death. They was not having babies like these Negroes is. Now that's a plan for depopulation. What y'all talking about, what these black folks talking about, is conspiracy theory and fear-mongering. Hope to get you scared so you jump on their bandwagon so they can use you for their personal agendas. There is no black depopulation. And some of y'all have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. What kind of black depopulation is that? The white man, these Caucasian people, let you live real good. You drive pretty cars. You live in beautiful houses. The Jews who were suffering depopulation, they was not living in pretty houses, driving fancy cars. Like Eric Muhammad said, talk black to me. Explain black depopulation and you living good as hell like you doing. Y'all wear $300 Jordan shoes, black depopulation. What is your lifespan? Your lifespan is 50, 60, 70, even 90-some years old. How the hell are you suffering depopulation and you can live to be 90-some years old, 80, 90 years old? Explain this to me. Because it don't make any sense. You telling me that there's a plan and depopulation is going on and your numbers are rising. They're not decreasing, they are rising. But there's a plan in progress of depopulation. They should never have let you get 40 million plus to begin with. It don't make any sense. Another observation, there's a plan for depopulation, but you are letting, the government is allowing and letting Negroes get on welfare and make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children living on the welfare system. How the hell are you going to depopulate anybody and you actually feeding them and helping them reproduce like a bunch of damn rabbits? If you really want black depopulation, you take the jobs away. You take the food away. You don't feed no damn roach if you talk about you don't want them in your house. This government, these racist Caucasian people are actually feeding you. They are causing your reproduction. But at the same time, you're gonna turn around and talk about depopulation. Where? Who is being depopulated? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had 9 children. Dr. King had about 5. Malcolm X had 6. Where in the hell is this depopulation crap y'all talking about? Some of y'all come from big families. 10 children, 7, 6, 5, 4. When is the depopulation supposed to happen? My mother had 13 children.
Speed warning.
Like 3 sets of twins and whatever. Only 5 survived. Where is the depopulation at? I want to know. I'm just curious because I personally don't see it. Many of y'all listening to my broadcast right now, you are not an only child. It's you and 4 or 5 other brothers and sisters. And then you got a lot of cousins that come from these large families. don't get it. I don't get it. Show me this. Show me the depopulation. So for me, the only conclusion that I can come up is
Speed warning.
that it is a fear-mongering talking point by these blackity black folks to cause fear, and you're not looking at the reality of the situation because your population is increasing, it's not decreasing.
Speed warning.
So you can get on that bandwagon, so you can give Farrakhan a lot of money, Tariq Nasheed, and all these other suckers that's talking, and just ignorant people in general, because clearly your population is not decreasing. Now, if I,
Speed warning.
even with all the people, the brothers in jail, and all the young folks going to the morgue, your population is not decreasing. Your population is still increasing. Where the hell?
Speed warning.
And even you got brothers and sisters who are swirling, it still don't affect. Your population is still increasing. So if they are trying to
Speed
depopulate
warning.
black folks, they are doing a terrible job. I would advise the powers that be stop playing games with these Negroes and just go ahead and start wiping them out. They already they already saying that's what you're trying to do anyway. Do it. So when they said depopulation, it's not no fairy tale. It's not fear mongering. It's gonna be true, because you're gonna find yourself in a mass grave, like the Jews done. No more talk, no more fear mongering, no more conspiracy theory. Throw your happy ass in a ditch. But right now, I don't see black depopulation. If you see black depopulation in the chat room, please put a number 1 on the board. I see it as fiction, nothing but fear mongering. I don't see it. You can go to any hospital in any major city where African Americans live, and anytime you go there, you're gonna see a bunch of brand new babies. I guarantee you. My niece just had a baby. The baby 2 weeks old. And you telling me about, and that baby is number 4. And you gonna tell me about black depopulation? Are you serious? We have at least 2 or more children in these houses. 2 or more children. Black depopulation. It has to be a fairy tale. It's fear-mongering. I don't see it. If it exists, please make a video and explain it to me. I saw something in the chat room. Let me see if I can see it. Okay, come on now. The government. So it don't look like nobody in the chat room believe. Nobody in the chat room believe that there's a plan. Now look, I'm gonna say this in my conclusion. See, the reason why we believe this is not. I am not saying that the government and these races, they're not capable. That's not what I'm saying. We know they are capable. I'm not saying they won't try to do it. But right now, I don't see no signs that this is in progress when you got 6, 7 children living in your house. Every time I go to my Facebook, you got people showing off their babies. Two or more in the house. Brothers, 2 or 3 years ago, they got 2 or 3 children now. They were single. Now they have 2 or 3 babies in the house. Just had a baby this year. Where is the black depopulation? They let you have decent jobs. You got good drinking water come to your house. You living the good Negro life. That's all you know how to do, is believe in God and screw. That's all you know how to do. Believe in invisible beings and screw and get drunk. That's all your life is. Believe in invisible beings, get drunk, and make a whole bunch of babies. And see, really that's a good thing for the white man because it keeps you preoccupied. And when the time comes, he can use these babies for what he wants to use them for because you don't control a damn thing.
Speed warning.
Absolutely, Legend. Legend says, why would anyone want to bring children in a messed up world like this? Absolutely. I decided when I was a little boy, I don't even think I was 10 years old good. And I said, I'm not having no babies. Letting the Negro have all these children and letting you do your thing? Why would the white man, why would the Caucasian want to depopulate you when he still control you? You still his damn slave. And you are not a threat to him. You are a slave and you're not a threat. If the white man gave the right Negroes the order, they will come to your house and blow your brains out. A few years ago, it was some guy, some black dude thing, or whatever the hell he was. He claimed to be a black man. I don't know what he was. But anyway, he claimed to be a Navy SEAL. He claimed to be in the white man's military for years. And he told me, if the devil gave him the order to come to my house and blow my brains out, it's good as done. And I know he's not lying. Your children going to the military or jail. Your children go to the prison and they make money off free, cheap labor in the prison system. Go to the military, use your children, all your children, to fight his wars. Use you to pay for his evil, because you pay him taxes.
Speed warning.
You are actually a benefit, because he don't have to give you a damn thing, and you pay him taxes, and he don't have to do a damn thing for you. Hell, you are a benefit. So why would he want to depopulate your kind? You're a benefit. You're not a benefit. You're not a threat. You don't benefit yourself. You're just a cash cow. Any money, anything that you get goes straight to white folks. And you proud of it. Negroes is really stupid. You don't support black business. We should be supporting a black YouTube. We should be supporting a black Facebook, but you will not go to them. Tariq Nasheed, Farrakhan, none of them. Now you know that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan got kicked off Facebook. You would think that they would be forming, and with all the thousands of people that listen to him, get everybody moving toward a black Facebook. His happy ass is still on Facebook. See what I mean? Your fake ass leadership, your pitiful, pathetic leadership. You need to be depopulated. You need to be depopulated. That would be a blessing. Because your leadership is incompetent. Your leadership is a bunch of nincompoops. We as a people are lost as hell. Nothing but a sheep. Wherever the wind blows, that's how we go. You have no control of yourself at all. You don't think for yourself at all. But you are a benefit to the powers that be because you are a good source of nutrition. If you was a threat, if there really was something, if you could not be used, yes. Not only you could claim depopulation, but you could actually see it. You ain't no damn threat. Depopulate you for what? And then we have all these hypocrites. Don't kill the black babies. Don't abort the black babies. Okay. So how many of these black babies you want to take care of? You want to adopt? Oh, I didn't say I don't want to adopt. What you talking about? The children gotta live. Somebody gotta take care of them. If you don't want the children to be aborted, you want them to live. Then who's gonna take care of them? Well, put them in foster care. Let the white man do it. See, hypocrites.
Speed warning.
You already got 4 or 5 children in the house. Go ahead and add 3 or more, or 4. You already got 4 or 5 children in the house anyway. Now, see, people just be running their mouth. Oh, sister, don't abort the baby.
Warning.
Are you gonna help me? Oh, well, are you going to help me raise this child? Well, well, you can go on welfare from the white man. See? All these hypocrite fake ass folks. You should be sick of them. You should be sick of the fear mongering. You should be sick of the incompetence and these fairy tales and the usual Negro dumb stuff. I can't do it. I want somebody to make a video and prove their accusations, their allegations, and show that there's some type of activity of black depopulation. I don't see it. Teach me. I'm open to be taught. I don't see it.
Speed warning.
Every time, hell, almost every month, I got some relative talk about they just had a baby. Because they living good. Decent job. You know. Well,
Speed warning.
they don't even have to have a decent job. That's all Negroes know how to do. Screw and watch TV and get drunk. That's all you know how to do. You have no other purpose in life. Screw, make babies like you're a damn rabbit,
Speed
get
warning.
drunk, and wait for the Holy Ghost. That's the Negro life. The same thing your ancestors was doing. Now some of these suckers say
Speed warning.
your ancestor live in Kemet. Well, build a pyramid. Everything you do is related to a damn slave. You do nothing in relationship to a people that was free.
Speed warning.
You don't build no pyramids. You have no kind of technology. You ain't doing a damn thing. You doing what your only relatives that you know have done. Be a damn slave. Make babies. Hope the white man give you a day off from your job. Same stuff. That's it. So that's all I just wanted to bring attention to this issue because I see it all over the place. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't see this depopulation crap. I don't see it. Maybe you can show me, maybe I'm missing something here because I don't see it. I don't see it. On that note, let me get out of here. It's gonna be a long weekend. I might be back later on or sometime tomorrow, unless I get the coronavirus and die. I could care less. I'm not scared. It don't bother me at all. We live and we die.
Speed warning.
See, my thing is this. My time is almost over. That's just the reality of it. I might have a few seconds left. I might have another 20 years. I don't know. But my time is almost over. I would like to leave children, those who are younger than me, I would like to leave things better for them. But we are so selfish.
Speed warning.
We want to argue about African and Aboriginal and other nonsense 24 hours a day. And then you want to talk about God's play. You want to talk about glad when the white man go out of power. Whatever happened to the races, whatever happened to the United States of America is going to happen to you. The United States of America has the coronavirus. Your happy ass is living right here with the potential to get the same crap because you live and you are right here with them. Make believe, living fictional, and you don't give a damn. You have no interest in separating yourself, building a life raft.
Speed warning.
For ourselves. So you're gonna get what's coming to you. And nobody should shed a tear. Nobody should shed a tear. Because you asked for it and now you get it. My mother said, a hard head makes a soft ass. You gonna get it. This coronavirus thing ain't nothing. It's nothing compared to what can happen. I don't want to be around
Speed
for it.
warning.
And it's coming. It's gonna come. This life that we're living is gonna get to the breaking point. Something gotta give.
Speed warning.
So on that note, let me get out of here. Angel Snuff Number 7. I want to thank Brother Talib and Legend and Andre and Twin and Scott, and there's a lot of folks I've seen. Can't see everybody. Everybody in the chat room. Oh, Soul Brother Number 5. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me for these few minutes. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be in error. I just don't see it. Please teach me. Because I just don't see it. Maybe I need to get some glasses or some contacts or something, because I don't see the depopulation thing. All these Negroes running around here, you know, in my family and on the streets, all these baby carriages I see all the time. All these people, every time I go to Walmart, all these Negroes buying baby formula and diapers. I'm like, depopulation? Are you sure?
Speed warning.
They doing a bad job. Hey, y'all failing. If you are trying to depopulate Negro, you are failing really, really bad. Let me get out of here. Talk to you later. As Dr. Cornelius always say, I wish us in parting. I wish us love, peace,
Speed warning.
and so.